Chill. You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo. Shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, massive call out by the two-division lineal champion of the world, the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief, Teofimo Lopez, the one that set the tone for this young generation. Teofimo Lopez, the takeover, called out Gervonta Tank Davis. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following the channel, the YouTube channel, I've been saying, hey, yo, man, ever since Gervonta Tank Davis announced that he got a 6-fight deal, you know what I'm saying? And the negotiations with Vasily Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying, ended because of Vasily Lomachenko wanted to, needed more time for himself and his family out there in Ukraine. Cool, after the George Kambosos fight, right? And we thought he was going to get Gervonta Tank Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko. But now he's free. And before that, everybody was calling out Tank. Devin Haney was calling out Tank. Leading up to the Ryan Garcia fight, they was calling out Tank. Bill Haney was calling out Tank. Shakur Stevenson was calling out Tank. Pitbull Cruz was calling out Tank. Everybody was talking about Tank when Tank was not available. But now that Tank was available, nobody was calling him out. And I did a video and I say, hey, yo, man, what's going on? Oh, maybe it's true. Maybe they're using Gervonta Tank Davis as cap. Maybe it's true. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they really don't want to fight Tank. Maybe they're the one that's ducking Tank. But like I said, consistently for years, Teofimo Lopez is a whole different type of man, a whole different type of fighter with a whole different type of goal. And that is to be the best. His resume speaks for itself. So when he called out Gervonta Tank Davis recently, he said, hey, yo, basically, I don't got an opponent. You don't got an opponent. You're free. I'm free. Let's get it on. Pause. I ain't talking about, the R&B type. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fighting type. The warrior type. The gladiator type. And ladies and gentlemen, I know that there's going to be some enablers. There's going to be some financial advisors and accountants. You know what I'm saying? That they disguise themselves as a Gervonta Tank Davis fan. Look, there's conservative Gervonta Tank Davis fans that like Gervonta Tank Davis, that appreciate Gervonta Tank Davis, but still hold them accountable. Those are real fans. Because at the end of the day, when you are a fan of a fighter, you believe that your favorite fighter is great, has destined to be great, that is good, that'll beat anybody. But you also want your favorite fighter to dare to be great and actually do a service, a good service for your hype, for your support. You understand? See, I got a lot of I got several favorite fighters, but I want my favorite fighters to dare to be great. It's the reason why I support Teofimo Lopez, you know what I'm saying? 100%, 1,000%, because it's not only that he's a good fighter, a great fighter of this young generation. He already got the resume that's going to go into the Hall of Fame already. He already got a Hall of Fame resume. At the age of 25, he already accomplished a Hall of Fame resume, right? But it's because he's also keeping the morals of the sport of boxing. And yes, Gervonta Tank Davis put butts in the seats. And yes, Gervonta Tank Davis is consistent with his performance. And he gives his fans and the fans of boxing, whoever is engaged with his event, they give him their money. The money is just due. I understand. But Gervonta Tank Davis, when it comes to daring to be great, daring to challenge himself, daring to really earn to be a pound-for-pound fighter, he don't got that part. That box is not checked. It's checked with Teofimo Lopez. Gervonta Tank Davis needs to answer to Teofimo Lopez call-out. Because ain't nobody in your way, Tank. Is nobody there. It's you and Teo. Teo and Tank. Gervonta and Teo. Lopez and Davis. Abdul Wahid. And I don't think that Teofimo Lopez changed his name. He's Christian. I don't want to hear nobody enabling this. I don't want to hear nobody, but Teofimo Lopez, he don't sell. I don't want to hear that. You're not a financial advisor. You're not Ticketmaster. You're not StubHub. I don't want to hear none of you fans try to kill the fight. I'm tired of fans in the sport of boxing killing fights. You're supposed to support fight, marinate fight, build fight, hype fight. You know what I'm saying? Ask for fights. Not try to debate another fan base because I understand. Look, I understand. And I said this the other day when I was doing the live. I understand that there's certain fans, whether you on Twitter, whether you on YouTube, that there's so much hate that probably comes to your favorite fighter, right? Towards your favorite fighter. And you need to debunk this hate. And by debunking it, you actually kill the fight. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like when we're talking about Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis, and there's a fans that be like, what has Teofimo Lopez? He's still been fighting the Hulu Theater. Where he fought last time with Steve Claggett. Where was that? In Miami and stuff like that? What the hell that has to do with you as a fan? Ladies and gentlemen, putting butts in the seats meant nothing during the pandemic, right? Was you still happy? As a matter of fact, Teofimo Lopez during the pandemic is the one that's when he beat Vasily Lomachenko. When he beat Vasily Lomachenko, when Vasily Lomachenko was regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. Yeah. He beat him during the pandemic. Did we give a damn about who put butts in the seats during the pandemic? Did we care about putting the butts in the seats when we seen Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor for the undisputed junior welterweight championship of the world? Did we care? No. So why are you coming with this type of, why is these enablers, these H&R Block type of fans, it look like they want to sit around and do Gervonta Tank Davis taxes? I don't know if you're a boxing fan or you trying to do Gervonta Tank Davis taxes. Well, over here he sold how many? He did at the 16,000 right here in the Barclays Center with the Rolly Romero, and I don't know what the hell the other guys did. So no, I didn't think that Teofimo Lopez deserved a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. How many? Excuse me. I'm going to audit you, Tio. Excuse me. How many people do you have in your last fight? 5,000, not enough for Tanky. Sorry. Not enough for our Tanky. Who do you fight last time? Steve Claggett? Well, no, not to the caliber of Tanky. You are not going to get a fight with our Tank. No, I don't care. What division you are? 140? No, we're going to stay at 135. The only way we go to 140, we face Rayo. It's these type of fans that want to be H&R Block associates, man. Be a fan. Don't you want Gervonta Tank Davis to dare to be great? Don't you want Gervonta Tank Davis to prove you right as a fan? Huh? Right? If you are a Gervonta Tank Davis fan and you saying that Gervonta Tank Davis going to knock out Tio and knock out everybody that they matched him up with. Oh, Tank is the best. Tank is pound for pound. Tank is the man. Tank is the king. Tank is the face. All right then. So let's see him do the work. Let's see him do the work, because I want to see the work, because I appreciate Tank's skills and talent. I appreciate his tools. I appreciate the athleticism and the speed and power. You know what I'm saying? The twitch muscle. But you know what? I appreciate it with Teofimo Lopez. And when you collide the twitch muscle, the speed and power, the collaboration, the speed and power, the evolution, the speed and power, the athleticism of Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis, damn it, that is the best fight in the sport of boxing. If you disagree, you are not a fan of the sport of boxing. Damn it, you a disease that needs to get out of the damn sport. Because this is the best fight that boxing has to offer on this side of the pond. And we're talking about Tank and we're talking about Tio. Explosion, baby. Ooh, baby. You got to be hyped for that. On all sides, all hands on deck right now. We got to push. We got to ask for the best fight available, right? The best fight in the best. Dare to be great. It's time for Gervonta Tank Davis not to only look special, but do special things. Earn it. It's time for him to earn to be on a pound for pound. Not given because he does a great backflip after a great knockout versus somebody that is not in the caliber of Gervonta Tank Davis' skills and talent. If Tank is elite, well, damn it, he got to do some elite stuff. And if he got to do some elite stuff, he's going to accomplish it by beating somebody elite or putting himself in the ring with somebody elite. And ain't nobody of this generation more elite and more qualified and more accomplished than the takeover Teofimo Lopez. Those are the facts. I don't give a damn if you like Tank. I don't give a damn if you dislike Tank. I don't give a damn if you like Tio. I don't give a damn if you dislike Tio. I don't give a damn if you dislike his daddy or like his daddy. I don't give a damn if you don't like the collaboration of Teofimo Lopez, Canelo, and Eddie Reynoso. We're going to be talking about that just a few. I don't care if you like Coach Kenny or like Coach Kenny or like Calvin Ford or dislike Calvin Ford. All I know is, as a boxing fan, and I know that fellow boxing fans, hardcore boxing fans, you got an eye for boxing. This is the best fight available. I don't want to hear Tank picking nobody. No Tank, no Ryo. No Tank, no this or that or him or she or the woman that, or the she male in the Olympics and stuff like that was beating on a woman. I don't want to see none of that. I want to see Tank dare to be great, move up to the 140-pound division, and challenge the takeover. Because when I look at the accomplishments of Gervonta Tank Davis, damn it, it's mediocrity. It's mediocrity, folks. Stop. I understand. Again, there's a lot of hate towards Tank, just like there's a lot of hate towards Teofimo Lopez. And I know there's a fan base that's trying to debunk. But look, this is not to debunk them and say, yo, this guy hasn't done nothing. But Tia lost to Cambosa, or Haney lost to Ryan, and Tank beat Ryan. So what you think Tank is going to do to Haney? And Shakur, you know what I'm saying? He don't perform what he do against De Los Santos. If he was running from De Los Santos, look at what happened. He's going to get in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. Y'all acting like Gervonta Tank Davis was Edo De Los Santos. Y'all acting like Gervonta Tank Davis was George Camboso. Y'all acting like Gervonta Tank Davis was the one that beat Devin Haney. No, in the end of the day, ain't no triangle theories out here. Gervonta Tank Davis still got to put in that damn work. You guys are just giving him some accolades because what you think, what you assume could happen, what you predict that could happen. No, he still has to put in the mother effing work. Everybody that's on the pound for pound list, put in that work. Now, oh, yeah, you know, the 4th division world champion, 2 division undisputed, put in that work. Terrence Bud Crawford, the 4th division world champion, 2 division undisputed, put in that work. Alexander Usyk, the 2 division world champion, 2 division undisputed world champion, put in that work. Teofimo Lopez, the 2-time lineal champion of the world. To be the man, you got to beat the man. He did it in 2 divisions, in the same division that Gervonta Tank Davis been campaigning in both of them. When Gervonta Tank Davis moved up to the 140 and beat Mario Barrios, he was in 140. He's currently in 135. What Teofimo Lopez been the king on the 2 division that he's been campaigning. He's has put in that work. Bam Rodriguez has put in that work. Artur Beterbiev Bivol is about to put in that work. Amanda Serrano, the 7th division world champion, has put in that work. Clarissa Shields, Alicia, Baumgartner has put in that work. And all I'm asking, and all we asking, is for Gervonta Tank Davis to put what we all think is special, the skills, the freakish power, to put in that mother effing work and dare to be great, just like every other great fighter that we call a great fighter. It's time for Gervonta Tank Davis to put in that mother effing work. No more enabling, no more extra credit, no more teachers' pets out here, no more enabling, no more being Kevin Costner to Whitney Houston. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to put the pressure on Tank. Because if we're going to say that Gervonta Tank Davis is the face of boxing, well, damn it, the face of boxing got responsibilities. Remember, we got to keep the same energy, right? A lot of people say, well, Canelo Alvarez got responsibility. As the face of boxing, you got to be the one that set the tone, right? To be the face of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis. If he's the face of boxing, let's give it right now. Let's break it down right now. If Gervonta Tank Davis is the face of boxing, if he is, what the people and the fighters have to look forward to and mimic, everything has its evolution. Why are we acting like the face of boxing in the past didn't put in the work? Why all of a sudden that we trying to, the boxing fans always want to complain about, oh, the Belt Federation, they water down belts. The Belt Federation, they water down belts. Well, us as fans, we watering down greatness. We watering down pound for pound. Because let's say if there's people, and there's incredible opinions out there that feel like Gervonta Tank Davis, yes, and Gervonta Tank Davis, I'm going to say it again. He has special skills. I've been saying this for a long time. I've said to Teofimo Lopez, what I think my legacy fight for you, brother, is Gervonta Tank Davis. Anybody asked me from the Gervonta Tank Davis, they never did. But I've put a question up when Calvin Ford was talking, when Calvin Ford had an interview, when I said Gervonta Tank Davis' legacy fight is Teofimo Lopez, and Calvin Ford agreed that when the smoke clears, it's Tank and it's Teo. guess what? The smoke has cleared because Devin ain't fighting. Ryan is suspended. We already seen that fight. Pitbull lost. Shakur injured. Lomachenko vacay. And there's Teo. The smoke has been cleared. Folks, stop killing fights just for bragging rights, gotcha moments, debates on the social media platforms, whether it's an IG comment section, YouTube, boxing content creator panels. Stop it. This is the fight. That's it. Tank got responsibility. If he called himself in the post-fight interview that he's a face of boxing, well, you got to do face of boxing-ish. You got to do face of boxing-ish because like I said before I went on the little short rant, people acting like being the face of boxing, that it was just you putting butts in the seats. No, Oscar De La Hoya is a 6th division world champion. And his resume, he fought everybody. Win, lose, or draw, he fought everybody. He put in that work to be the face of boxing. He had to be Hector Camacho. He had to be Pernell Whitaker. He had to be Julio Cesar Chavez. He had to clear the other era to move on to the Oscar De La Hoya era. And he put up a great fight, win, lose, or draw, and that's why the fans love Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd Mayweather's a 5-division world champion. Pretty boy, the money made. Damn it, you could cut his career in half, and it'll be 2 mother efforts going to the Hall of Fame. It will be Pretty Boy, and it will be Money Made. That's how great Floyd Mayweather is. He's so great that the Canelo Alvarez victory is probably the best aged well win out of any boxer in the history of the sport of boxing. That's how great he was. Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion that shared an era with Floyd Mayweather, the faces, is an 8th division world champion, 5-time millennium, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT, Manny Pacquiao. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to put in that work to be the face. Mike Tyson was the face. Youngest undisputed champion. Sugar Ray Leonard was the face, beating Roberto Duran, and yes, he lost, but got his victory back. Beating Roberto Duran, beating Thomas Hearns, beating Hagler, daring to be great, moving up. Leonard did it. Shane Mosley jumped classes to fight Oscar De La Hoya. He dared to be great. He did it. Alexander Usyk did it. He went up in class and dared to be great, became the heavyweight champion of the world. Almost took 25 years to see an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the smallest heavyweight champion. Beat Tyson Fury, the biggest heavyweight that ever lived, probably. He dared to be great. Canelo Alvarez dared to be great. He moved up. Terence Crawford moved up and dared to be great, became a welterweight undisputed champion, and then just got his 4th division world champion while beating Mastermov, even though that was a little controversial. But at the end of the day, he became a 4th division world champion. Damn it. Teofimo Lopez moved up and dared to be great when he beat Josh Taylor, and people were saying, "Oh, they were shaming Teo. What you said in the post-fight interview, Teo? Do you still got it?" And everybody said he was going to lose to Josh Taylor. And 23 media pundits, the most credible media voices picked Josh Taylor. Nobody picked Teofimo Lopez to win. And once again, he took over. Once again, he dared to be great and be in the reigning undisputed champion of the world in the junior welterweight division. Can we say the same thing for Tank? Can we say the same thing for Tank? When has Tank dared to be great? This is your chance, buddy. This is your chance, buddy. This is Gervonta Tank Davis' chance. Maybe his team don't feel that confident. Because throughout Gervonta Tank Davis' career, man, I don't think they ever was that confident. They're not even confident of him doing interviews by himself. He was always babysitted. But his skills is too good to be babysat. We know it. Because if they announced the fight with Tank and Teo, You know it'll be a 50-50 fight. And maybe because of the momentum of Gervonta Tank Davis and the illusion that he could knock out everybody because he's been consistent doing it, some people will pick him as the favorite. I won't even be surprised as the betting odds put Teofimo Lopez as the underdog. But let me tell you like this. for the haters of Teofimo Lopez, if they do put him as the underdog, and maybe y'all listening right now, y'all be like, yeah, he is the underdog versus Tank. Tank gonna knock him out. Okay. Is that what y'all want? Is that what y'all really want from Teofimo Lopez, to be the underdog? Because let me tell you like this. Oh, yes, Teofimo Lopez I think it's a fair assessment that Teofimo Lopez sometimes doesn't perform to the level of his doesn't perform to of his level, of his greatness, depending on the competition. Performs to the level of his competition, right? But we all know what happens when Teo is the underdog. You know it. I know it. His supporters know it. His haters know it. When Teofimo Lopez is the underdog, you know how he performs. You think Tank is great? Do you think that Tank is pound for pound? Well, we all know how Teofimo Lopez fight. We all know how Teofimo Lopez perform when he faces pound for pound. Do you think that Gervonta Tank Davis is elite? Well, you know how Teofimo Lopez perform when he fight elites. Roy Jones Jr. said in a recent interview, and I've been saying this for quite some time. He said, Gervonta Tank Davis is more consistent, right, in his performances. But we all know how Teofimo Lopez performs when he's fighting in that type of level. And he said Gervonta Tank Davis is good. He's going to bring Teofimo Lopez up. But does Tank really want to do that? See, we're not dumb. Just like you don't have to be a fan of Tank to understand that, man, his skills, sharp. Speed, beautiful. Power, freakish. Twitch muscle, haven't seen in a long time. Athletic, probably one of the most athletic boxer. But then we look at the other side. Who's the only one that you could just think of around those divisions that can match Gervonta Tank Davis' speed and has proven it at the highest level? Teo speed, wow. Athleticism, probably the best athlete in boxing right now. Man, he be running them routes like an NFL pro wide receiver. Speed and power, awesome. Accomplishment, Hall of Fame. He's proven. Matter of fact, Teofimo Lopez is more proven than Gervonta Tank Davis. That's all we asking, man. All we asking is for Gervonta Tank Davis to finally do something for him, for his legacy, because he got everything down packed. And the beautiful support, it's beautiful the way people support and come out to support Gervonta Tank Davis, because at the end of the day, it only helps boxing. I would have hoped that people do support Teofimo Lopez and come out in numbers like they do for Tank, because Teo set the tone for this young generation. He did. Everybody know it. He did Gervonta Tank Davis dirty working on 135. Gervonta Tank Davis was not supposed to be negotiating with Lomachenko now. That was supposed to be a long time ago. That's how much ahead Teo is. That's how much ahead that Teo is. That fight with Loma was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna be 5. It's time for us to get the fight. It's a legacy fight, and it's a great fight. And look, win, lose, or draw. And you know what? Is another thing. Teo got no pressure because he already lost that O. He's not saving the O. And you know what? He never did save the O. That's why he fought Richard Comey right after Richard Comey, even with Top Rank, wanted Teofimo Lopez not to take the Lomachenko fight. Oh, fight the Lomachenko fight when things open up. Remember, it was during the pandemic. He still took the fight because he wanted Dare to be great. He wanted to show the fans. Remember, his name is the Takeover. So he needs to fight fighters where he's going to take over. And that's why sometimes we probably see Teofimo Lopez not performing to the level of his expectations, because his model is to take over. It's not to stack no resume like 90% of these fighters. It's to take over. And when he's in position to take over, he takes over. I don't give a damn if you're a fan of his or not. Those are the facts. Forget about the feelings. Those are the facts. And at the end of the day, the boxing fans, I'm a fan of the skill set of Gervonta Tank Davis. I like watching Gervonta Tank Davis. And I'm a fan of Teofimo Lopez, what he's done since the amateurs, USA Olympic trials. You know what I'm saying? Should have been in the USA team. Love everything he's done in the pros. And that's my bro. That's my bro. But I break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, right? I would still hold Teofimo Lopez accountable if there's a performance that I might not. Oh man, come on, bro. You know you better than that. You know it. You know it. Tio ain't. I'm gonna say it like this, man. I've met a lot of boxers and teams in the sport of boxing. Y'all follow the channel, y'all know. Only few real ones, to be honest. And I'm talking about real human beings. There's a lot of emotional cats out there. Teofimo Lopez is one of the few real ones in the sport of boxing. He ain't got no bodyguards. He ain't trying to act like he's somebody he not. Same Teofimo Lopez you saw when he's making hundreds of dollars is the same Teofimo Lopez you're going to get when he's making $1 million. Nothing changed. Nothing changed about Teo. Not his surroundings. Nothing. Not his mood. Not his morals. And matter of fact, put it this way. I'm going to tell you like this. The more that Teofimo Lopez have earned, the humblest he became. That's crazy. And I don't think that nobody have said that. But I'm going to say it. Teofimo Lopez is one of the few cats I know or seen from afar, because of course I don't know we don't know everything about each other, right? You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez, the more he earns, the more humble he is. The more he earns, the closer he gets to God, to his spirituality, to his enlightenment, to his personal relationship with God. The more he earns, it should be not should be, but it's really the more you earn, the less moral you have. The more you earn, the more the people that rock with you push them to a side. The more you earn, the more narcissistic you become. More cold. More cocky. Stop thinking about the little people. The more Teofimo Lopez earned, the more humble, giving, realer, mature, everything he is. And everybody could see it. I don't know how people could hate a guy like that. When he's out, he's always mingling with fans. He's always giving you his just due. You know what I'm saying? His time, meaning his time. You've seen people step up to him and they don't do nothing, and it doesn't faze him. And all these people, when you know what's funny? When they do step up to him, they come with a crew. And at most of the time, how you see Teo by himself or Teo with his dad. And you don't see nobody doing nothing but talk. I think that Gervonta Tank Davis team knows everything about Teo in terms of what he could bring to the table and the risk factor of a Teofimo Lopez. You heard Floyd Mayweather talk about after Gervonta Tank Davis left Mayweather Promotions. And now Floyd Mayweather has to really call it real and no more protection. What he said. The first name that Floyd Mayweather said when they asked him, what's the best fights in the sport of boxing? Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis. Because when there's no more protection, now he's looking at Tank like, yeah, no more protection. I want to see you fight Teo. Quit all that mess now. They know. Hey, yo, look, we know. We're boxing heads, bro. We know. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Again, a boxing head, y'all could mind F yourself sometimes because y'all hate or y'all trying to win a debate or whatever. Oh, man, if he could do this, well, I mean, how he perform versus this guy where his power hasn't moved up? Nah. You know and I know, when the lights are bright, when the chip is stacked, that Teo shows up at the highest level. He's special. He's in another level. He's in another level when you thought that if you thought Vasily Lomachenko was great, he upped it up a notch. You thought that Josh Taylor was great, undisputed, up the notch. Ladies and gentlemen, we should be recognizing Teofimo Lopez also for the politics of the sport of boxing. And quit playing. Stop mind effing yourself. Y'all know the mother effing truth. Stop it. You know and I know that Teofimo Lopez also for the politics of the sport of boxing should be recognized by the whole world as the first two-division undisputed champion in the four-belt era. You know it and I know it. Is the reason why he's two-time lineal. That's why he's high on my pound for pound. And he did it at the age of 25. It was our responsibility as the boxing fans to not enable the politics of the sport of boxing when it was right in front of our face that they tamper with that man's legacy. And if I got a voice, I got my platform, nah. We ain't gonna take his blood, sweat, and tears and what he's rightfully has earned. For him to be recognized as the first two-division undisputed world champion. First, just like Derrick James told Terrence Crawford. Just like Roy Jones Jr. told Fight Hub. Because we know. And with his accolades, and with Gervonta Tank Davis, what he brings to the table in terms of eyeballs and excitement. Both of these guys bring excitement. Gervonta Tank Davis better not fight nobody else. Gervonta Tank Davis better not send nobody else a contract but Teo. When I'm going to say like this, Gervonta Tank Davis is good, but if he doesn't fight Teo next, he don't give a damn about you as a boxing fan. He don't give a damn. And if it's happening consistent, that's how some of the people feel about Canelo Alvarez not giving the boxing fans David Benavidez. But in the reality, Canelo Alvarez already. See, put it this way: the difference between the Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez is David Benavidez is not going to enhance the legacy of Canelo Alvarez. Teo will do the Tank. See, it's different. David Benavidez haven't earned anything to the point to Canelo Alvarez. Not even half, not even 25% of what Canelo Alvarez has done in the sport of boxing. But Teofimo Lopez has done more than Gervonta Tank Davis and have earned more and accomplished more than Gervonta Tank Davis. This will be, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is not Teo daring to be great fighting Tank. It will be Tank daring to be great fighting Teo. In terms of accomplishment. So let's push the fight. Let's push for Gervonta Tank Davis to dare to be great. And if he doesn't fight Teofimo Lopez, then he's not good for the morals of the sport. Now, yeah, he's an attraction. Guess what? Jake Paul is an attraction. Misfits are attractions. He can have his fights, cash in. But in terms of morals, in terms of accomplishments, in terms of hardware, in terms of daring to be great, and in terms of challenging yourself, this is why we love sport. That's why we like the NCAA tournaments. We see the competition, competing at the highest level versus the next best. So we watch the Super Bowl. So we watch the NBA Finals and the playoffs. That's why it's more interesting in every sport. Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis could be what Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao should have been if they would have fought earlier. Let me say it again. Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis is Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. Well, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao should have been if they would have fought in their peak prime at the age when Manny Pacquiao was 31, 32, and Floyd was 33. You imagine? A little bit of the pretty boy Floyd, right? The little pretty boy Floyd that he had left, because of course he was full blown Money May. Can you imagine that fight? How epic that fight would have been? I remember Floyd Mayweather when he fought Gotti. I think Floyd Mayweather had, and look, and I think he competed very, very well versus Cotto. You saw that 12 round. You saw that grit. You saw that grit by Floyd Mayweather. This is the time. T.O.'s 27 years old. Tank is 29, going to be 30. Could get this fight before he turned 30. He's 3 years older than T.O. I think it's time for this fight to happen. I think it's for us to really motivate the powers that be for this fight and really hold the Gervonta Tank Davis to the fire, because he's in position to supply contracts. He's in position to send contracts. And Gervonta Tank Davis generate the type of money where collabing with other promotional companies is ideal. Everybody gonna be making money. And the build up to the fight, man, the build up to the fight. Teofimo Lopez and his dad with the Eddie Reynoso, and with Eddie Reynoso and the backing of Canelo Alvarez. Oh my, the Gervonta Tank Davis, and let's say Floyd Mayweather, because sometimes Gervonta Tank Davis does invite Floyd Mayweather, and then he show up. Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny and Leonard Ellaby. Come on, y'all, man. This is the fight, man. This is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. This is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Now, Teofimo Lopez also stated in the past week that yes, that him and his father. His father and Eddie Reynoso has collaborated. That this was actually Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s idea, in which I believe, of course, because Teofimo Lopez since day one always put great trainers in position to help him train his son. It's been like that since day one. I don't understand why people feel like Teofimo Lopez Sr. had this ego and stuff like that. And if he did, is rightfully so, because think about it. Even when people be like, hey, Senior has critiqued Eddie Reynoso in the past. It's not that he was critiquing Eddie Reynoso like that. It's that this is the problem. If you critique, if you trying to ish on Senior to say that, T.O. should fire his dad for Eddie Reynoso, then of course his father going to be like, hey, nah, this guy ain't ish. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to shame Senior through Eddie. That's why. And as a father with an ego, of course, man, I'm like, y'all trying to tell my son to fire me for this guy? You know what I'm saying? That's why, of course, man, he's human too, bro. That's his son. So, a Senior and Eddie Reynoso collaboration. We're talking about 2 Trainer of the Year recipients in the past, 4 years. I think will be a master team. Is a dream team. Teofimo Lopez already has soaked in a lot of wisdom of Canelo Alvarez, and that he explained that in a recent interview back. They both, you know what I'm saying, give each other pointers on what Teofimo Lopez have learned in his career, in terms of skill set in his career, and Canelo Alvarez, you already know he got a legendary career as well. I think that Teofimo Lopez is in a position to be the face of boxing. He got the accolades, and with a great victory with a guy like a Gervonta Tank Davis, because he bring the eyeballs and stuff like that. Then of course, Teofimo Lopez, I think he's made to be the face of boxing. That's the face of boxing. When you could put butts in the seats, but you have the accolades to back it up, the greatness to back it up. If Tank had what T.O. has, I think I'll be saying he's the face of boxing. If Tank had the accomplishment of T.O., I'll be saying he's the face of boxing up to this point. I'll be saying it. It's the only reason why People that don't believe that he's not the face of boxing and stuff like that is the reason because he doesn't have the accolades to be that. Doesn't have the resume to be that. And he's 29 years old. He should already had the resume. He already should have had a similar resume like a Teofimo Lopez. Just take a good look at their picture. Take a good look at the. If you put a picture of Teofimo Lopez in the 135 when he beat Vasily Lomachenko, when he beat Josh Taylor, right? Give me those two pictures, right? With all them straps, all the belts, all the lineals, and then give me a picture. Give me all the compliments of Gervonta Tank Davis. In the end of the day, money comes and goes, and I hope it doesn't. I hope it never goes. Sometimes, but you're not gonna generate the type of money when the same way that you fighting. You want to sit on legacy, because there's up and downs in careers. Not only up and downs in career, but there's up and downs in life. And let me say it like this, and I said it before, and I said it a lot of times in the past, but I'm gonna bring it up again because this is the content of Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank, maybe a lot of people may not be telling you this, but you're always gonna be a target because already the things has gone viral, you know what I'm saying, in the past, with your baby mom, and it's unfortunate, but this just the real. Now you are a target for a woman to come out of nowhere and be like, you know what, he physically abused me. That's why the second time people thought that it was true, even though that was a lying woman to do that. I think that she should have got jailed, because when you play around like that, imagine what a male of her family would have done to Gervonta Tank Davis if it was true, and then he would have done so. How about if her father would have gone and do something deadly to Gervonta Tank Davis, and then come to find out that she was lying? So a woman like that need to go to jail. She can't be playing around with people's lives like that. But what I'm saying is most of the people believed it because what went viral the first time. And then when people see that, come on, look what's happening to these celebrities. It ain't gonna happen now, right? But when it's time for them to tap into your pockets, you're gonna be an easy target. And you know what's gonna hold you up? Sometimes what has hold up a lot of these celebrities is their legacy, not their money. Sometimes they fail. Sometimes it fails. Sometimes their legacy can't hold up. I'm gonna give you an example. Look at. I'm gonna give you an example. I don't want to relieve this, but I just want to give you an example with celebrities I'm talking about. Look at R. Kelly. Look at R. Kelly. R. Kelly in jail. But guess what? You know what people are saying? I still got him on my playlist. That's his legacy. And you know what? If he ever comes out of jail, it's not his money that's going to help him out. It's his legacy. Just like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has up and downs in his career, has been bankrupt. But the partnership that he earned, that he gets, and he earns, and he partner up is because of his legacy, not the money. He's not buying these partnerships. It's his legacy. The reason why we could look at Oscar De La Hoya, sometimes we look at Oscar De La Hoya, what the hell is Oscar doing? But it's his legacy. He's still a guy that is a 6th division world champion. You can't take that away from him. If Gervonta Tank Davis retired right now, and unfortunate something happens to him, like it happened to Paul Williams, like it happened to Pachardo Colon, what's Gervonta Tank Davis' legacy? What will be his legacy? If you're introducing Gervonta Tank Davis into the Hall of Fame, right? Or you're trying to, go ahead. Tell me his accolades. And then we're going to compare him to the other people that's going into the Hall of Fame with him, right? If he goes to the Hall of Fame. What we're going to, it was a great event versus Rolly Romero. It was a good, spectacular performance versus Hector Luis Garcia. Who's that? It was a great performance by Frank Martin. All right. Ryan Garcia was if it aged well. But remember, even when he beat Ryan Garcia has yet ever became a champion in boxing. So what did he earn? His best win of his career is Pedraza? His best win of his career is Pedraza? Pedraza. Maybe the Leo Santa Cruz. But Pedraza? Some people say Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios wasn't even a champion. Yeah, that 3 division world champion stuff is a hoax. It's a hoax. It's not true. It's not real. It's not real, folks. When you gonna get out the WBA plantation? Anyway, man, I think it's a great fight, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know, man. Support the channel, support the movement. I think it's gonna be a great fight. A good collaboration by Teofimo and Lopez and Team Canelo. I think that's great for Teofimo and Lopez's career. I think that Canelo Alvarez will be a great mentor, not only in the ring, but outside of the ring. Eddie Reynoso has done a wonderful job in the career of Canelo Alvarez. And I think we'll do a wonderful job with Teofimo and Lopez. I think that Teofimo and Lopez is in his second act of greatness. And I think he's picking the right moves, doing the right moves, him and his father, to enhance his legacy. And I think there's the right perfect move, perfect situation, I think, for both. And one of the best things that I heard of Teofimo and Lopez said, he said, one of the things that I take from Canelo Alvarez camp is structure. You know what I'm saying? And probably that's one of the things that maybe Teofimo Lopez been lacking. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he feel like, you know what, I need some more structure. Maybe I don't have my schedule. Maybe I spar whenever I really want to spar. Sometimes I run at this time, and sometimes I run in the morning. Sometimes I run at night. Sometimes I swim at 3, and maybe then I swim at 7. You know what I'm saying? And maybe structure is good. And you know what? A lot of people, you know, we get that late. That's why I would say that boxing translates to life itself, because structure is something that even today I deal with. You know what I'm saying? Even today in my life I deal with. Look, I want to do a podcast on a regular basis, but structure, right? It's not consistent. Right? And what happens when you're not consistent? Then you don't get the proper support and the consistent basis, right? I'm dealing with that even on my own channel, right? I want to go live every evening, right? Sometimes I got the kiddos. I gotta put my priorities in order. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think I'm putting my priorities in order, but also there's work to do. You feel me? So structure is highly important. I'm glad that Teofimo Lopez did mention that in his recent interview. And I just want to see what Gervonta Davis is gonna do, man. Teofimo Lopez been calling him out, has been calling him out his name, been calling him Vajiji juice, everything, man. I want to know why Tank don't want to answer the Teo. It's something about Teo that his team is kind of reluctant to really timing on Teo. They really adamant when it's time to go back and forth with the Haneys. They're very adamant when it's time to go back and forth with Shakur. But when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, I think they know. I think they know that Teofimo Lopez is the biggest threat to Gervonta Tank Davis, and they're probably trying to keep that will going, right? Hey, shit, if everybody really think that Tank is a pound for pound, why we need to really dare to be great? That's hustling backwards. And that's why I think that we need to stop that. I'm not saying don't be fan, of course, because I'm a fan of Tank as well. But we need to stop this praise like he did something. He hasn't. Only thing he's done is entertain us. But when it comes to accomplishment, nah. A lot of work to do. The resume is how you say? Mediocrity. Sorry, English is my second language. His resume is mediocrity. Teofimo Lopez is Hall of Fame worthy. Y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing. Support the channel. Support you the podcast and all the social media, all the podcast platforms, Spotify, podcast, Apple Podcasts, all the platforms. Y'all already know, man. This is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. The best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. God is good. God is great. God is awesome. God is it. God is the best. You already know, man, the best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. God bless, and on to the next.